Words we don't say still feel like rain. I can see it in your eyes. You're halfway out the door tonight. We've been walking fragile lines, pretending that we're still alright. But what if we could stop the fall? Catch the pieces, hold them all. I'd give every breath to stay. Don't throw this all away. Hold me close before we break. One more touch, one more mistake. If this love is gonna fade, let it burn out, not erase. Tell me now if we're too late, or if we've still got time to save. Let's feel it all for heaven's sake. Just hold me close before we break. Every fight, every tear left its mark, but we're still here. Do you feel the weight like me, or are you already free? Don't need promises or lies, just your truth behind your eyes. If we're breaking, let it show. But don't just let me go. Hold me close before we break. One more touch, one more mistake. If this love is gonna fade, let it burn out, not erase. Tell me now if we're too late, or if we've still got time to save. Let's feel.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Okay, so actually today, it actually happens a lot of things in XAU today actually. So if we're looking at 15-minute time frame, actually this afternoon, it actually formed this thing called megaphone structure. What is a megaphone structure? A megaphone structure, it means the market actually it is forming a lot of liquidity grab in the market. So if we're looking at this structure, right, you can see the low it is getting lower and the high is also getting higher. So that's why actually today I actually not encourage my students to actually trade today. The reason is simple. It is because of this megaphone structure. Why people are actually getting cut loss so easily when this kind of structure actually came? No matter what kind of strategy you use, high probability you will be cut loss and only went to your TP. Yeah, high chances. Yeah. Because what we see in this kind of structure is a lot of time it will liquidity grab you first, and then eventually in the end, it goes according to your direction that you wanted. And over here, it also keeps on grabbing the liquidity. Only go towards your direction. And over here is also the same. Maybe you got cut over here, and then straight away, fly towards the upside. And those people who are actually doing short entry, right, most likely they were being cut over here as well. So that's why this kind of structure, you will be easily getting cut loss actually. And the trend, eventually it will keeps on changing from uptrend to downtrend, from downtrend to uptrend, from uptrend to downtrend. So that's why this kind of structure, it does not have a very clear direction. But this one is really finished actually. Right now, this megaphone structure is already done because this one is actually happening at the morning and evening. So right now, what do we do actually? So I will start off with 4 hour time frame first. Right now, it's also the same. I'm actually still looking at this inverse head and shoulder because right now we are actually forming this right shoulder over here. we're actually forming this. But this right shoulder, it haven't came back up to this resistance level. So what I'm waiting for right now is actually a reversal towards the uptrend, and eventually it will come back to this place. But whether or not it will come back to this level, we will have to go into a smaller time frame to look for this kind of entry already. Because as of what I see in 4 hour time frame, actually it is still downtrend. Because if we wanted to see a change of trend in 4 hour time frame, we will need the price to break this level, which is 4571. And this level, it did not close yet, because over here this is just a wick that actually reached this level. So right now in 4 hour time frame, we still have to wait a while. Okay, so let me go into 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame right now is downtrend, because this is a sign of change of trend, and this is a sign of a confirmation of trend from down to up. Sorry. And over here, we have seen a change of trends towards the downside again. So right now, just now in the evening, somewhere around 5 o'clock, it actually formed a confirmation of trend towards the downside already in 1 hour time frame, ranging for power and CM. Yeah, actually right now it's considered like ranging. Correct. Quite sian actually. But this ranging actually is quite big, you know. This ranging is quite big. It has, from the top to the bottom, it actually have a total of 2,000 pips, $200 movement. So right now, 1 hour time frame and 4 hour time frame, both of the trend, it is going against each other, because 4 is down, 1 hour is uptrend. So right now, we will have to go into a smaller time frame, which is 15 minute and 5 minute, to look for entry. So actually yesterday, I did mention about one thing. We are actually looking for a long trade, right? Over here, if we retraces back to this white color EMA. But in the end, it did not form an engulfing. Yesterday night, I was waiting the engulfing to be formed, but in the end, it has failed to form this engulfing. And in the end, it already broke towards the downside. So this long trade, in the end, we did not enter, because it is not according to our entry condition. It did not fulfill our condition. So that's why we do not enter this kind of trade really lor. So things change after the price actually come back down this level. So if you're looking at 15-minute time frame, we actually have yes, I will do BDC analysis later. So this level is a change of trend. Definitely I will do BDC. So there is a change of trends from upside towards the downside at this level. But right now, if we wanted to look a change of trend in 15 minutes, because right now we are still not having a confirmation of trend yet. The best part is if the price can come back down one more time and it forms a confirmation of trend over here, is the best things that I can see lah. Because if this thing actually happens, eventually I will use the current level, this high, as a CHOCH, which is a change of trend. If right now, if we wanted to see a change of trend, I will actually look at this level, uptrend. Because all of the highs over here, it is actually noises. So I wouldn't use this kind of places as a CH level. So right now, I'm just waiting two things to be happen. Whether the price will go up to this level or the price will come down and it forms a confirmation of trend and a change of trends towards the upside. But this one most likely it will happen at tomorrow morning or afternoon already. This 15-minute chart, most likely it will not happen by tonight if we wanted to see this kind of incident to happen. Broke below previous low and a change of trend. So if 15 minute right now, I'm just looking at downtrend. and there's no other thing really. So let me go into 5-minute time frame. Wow, actually 5-minute time frame is an uptrend. Okay, let me see. Obviously it's turning downtrend, a lot of confirmation of trend happens. Okay. So in 15-minute time frame right now, this is a change of trends toward the upside, and there is another change of trends towards the downside again over here actually. And there is a confirmation of trend as well. And the latest trend that I can see is over here actually. And right now we already seen a change of trends towards the upside at this level. So currently in 5-minute time frame, it is uptrend. It's uptrend right now. And this is, let me label it, change of trend. And there is a sign of higher low over here. What does higher low actually means? Higher low, it means the buyer, it is actually getting stronger compared to the seller already, which means buyer is getting into the market. And I also saw a confirmation of trend happening over here. But the thing that I realized in 5 minutes is because 1 hour time frame and 15-minute time frame, both of this time frame, it is actually downtrend right now. Both of this trend is downtrend. So if we wanted to do this long trade, eventually it is quite risky. If we wanted to do a long trade, actually it's right now. But I don't recommend you guys to do a long trade right now. Very risky. Because all of the time frame in the higher, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes, everything is downtrend. And there is a little bit of risk if we wanted to do a long trade in 5 minutes. Okay. So right now in 5 minutes, there is a chances of the price eventually it will come back down. So if the price actually come back to this level, I will look for a change of trend at this level. Change of trends towards the downside. Towards the downside at this level. Okay. We will have to wait. We will have to wait. If this one indeed it happens, right, this change of trends, most likely in 15-minute time frame, it is easily to come back to this level. Because actually this level and this level, it is quite near actually. It's not that far. It is just around 140 pips. Very near. So if we see a change of trends towards the downside in 5 minutes, most likely it will affect 15-minute time frame. So right now, if you will ask me, is there any entry in XAU? My answer to you is no, if according to my SOP right now, because this strategy is trading trend. And right now, I don't see any trend right now. But there is a minor trend. There is a minor trend right now. Let's go to BTC. Go macam stomachache. Yeah, sometimes okay, sometimes not okay. Actually during Monday it is very good lah. Because during Monday I actually caught a downtrend over here. This entry before the dump. I actually caught it. But after this Monday, yesterday I was waiting this, but in the end it did not form. And right now, I'm still waiting for XAU. So let me go to BTC right now. So yesterday I did mention about this level, right, which is 65,000. Actually, we are very, very close to this level. And yesterday I did mention about one thing. The price, most likely it will arrive at this support level. It just within few days, it will arrive at this level already. And this actually shocked me because it arrived at this level within one day. Since yesterday live, immediately he came back to this level already. So this actually means Bitcoin is so weak right now. It is very, very weak. And in 4 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, everything is downtrend. So right now my bias for Bitcoin is downtrend. So if we go into 15-minute time frame, I would look for a short entry. Even though if there is a long trade, right, I also wouldn't do this long trade. Maybe I will look for a reversal towards the downtrend, that I will look for a short trade, right? So right now in Bitcoin, actually in 15-minute time frame, I already saw a change of trends actually happens. The change of trends in 15 minutes, it happens over here. Let me label it. Change of trend. And there is a higher low actually happening at this level. Let me see. Does it actually have a confirmation of trend? Actually, it does. Okay, actually it does. So what can we do in 15-minute time frame right now? Yes, perhaps this one we can do this trade maybe by tonight or midnight. So if the price actually came down and broke below this level, which is 66,700, if the price actually came below this level, a change of trends towards the downside, actually it will happen. Change of trends towards the downside, it will happen if the price actually closed below this level. And what I will look for is I need to see a higher low happens over here. So a higher low actually it means seller is getting into the market and seller is getting stronger lah. Seller is getting stronger. So I'm actually waiting for the price to close below this level. So if the price actually went down this level, I will slowly to look for a short entry. And whereby, where can we short it until? We can actually short until this level, which is this blue color box. Because this blue color box, it is a support level in 4 hour time frame. And there is still a small gap in between of this level and this support. There is still a distance. So we can wait for it to be happen lah. Okay, let me see. Hmm, if let's say I enter at this level, our TP is around this. Okay lah, can lah. There is a total of 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Can. So what we need to do next is we have to close below this level first. So after this level is closed below, I will need to wait for a higher low to be happen. Sorry, a lower high, and I need to wait for a confirmation of trends over here. And after this level, I will slowly to look for this white color EMA to come to this level. And basically, this is a second higher low actually, right? A second lower high. So if this level this second lower high, it actually came back to this white color EMA. Eventually, I will slowly to look for a short entry already. And this level, we can actually short it until 65,000, which is the next support level. I will short it until this level. Okay, are you guys clear with BTC? Morty? For Ethereum, it's also the same, but the different thing between BTC and ETH is Ethereum is much more weaker than BTC. Because for ETH, it already arrived at this support level. So if you wanted to do short entry right now in 1 hour time frame, actually it's quite late already lah, because the market actually drops a lot already. So if we wanted to do a short entry, actually I much more suggest you guys to do BTC for right now, because we still have a distance between the current price and the next support level, and whereby this Ethereum, it really arrived at this support level. But overall the market, ETH definitely it is weaker than BTC lah. Well, actually after the price arrived at the support level, immediately Ethereum is stronger than BTC because this is Ethereum against Bitcoin. And after ETH arrived at this support level, immediately it is stronger than BTC already. The market, the liquidity of the market are actually flowing from Ethereum to Bitcoin. So therefore, these incidents will happen. Okay. So in 15-minute time frame for ETH, I also noticed a change of trends towards the upside, which is this level. And there is a confirmation of trends towards the upside as well. So right now, in 15-minute time frame, right now it is uptrend. But if the price close below this level, eventually it is also the similar case of Bitcoin. Ethereum, it will change from uptrend towards the downtrend already at this level, which is somewhere around 1871, this level. Okay, very simple. So let me do a quick summary between BTC and ETH. So we just have to wait for the price to close below this level first. I need to wait for a change of trends to be happen. So if a change of trend is happen in BTC and Ethereum, we can slowly to look for a short entry instead of doing a long trade. Because overall, the market in Bitcoin and Ethereum in 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, and of course, according to one daily time frame is also the same. Everything is downtrend right now. And some more Bitcoin, it was rejected by this level. This level, it is called a daily time frame resistance. Okay, so right now we just have to wait for the price to perform, and after that we can enter a short entry already. Actually, one more thing is, because right now I know there is a change of trends towards the upside, and definitely there is also a confirmation of trend. Actually, this is a good thing and a good sign as well. Because if the price there is no retracement, right, which means there is very hard for us to find an entry as well. If the price keeps on dropping without retracing, right, it is very hard for us to do a short entry. Because if we are doing short entry, if the price keeps on forming new low, right, eventually a lot of people, they will go into a state of FOMO, or they are chasing after orders, or they are keeps on shorting their orders. So eventually these kind of cases, it is unhealthy, whereby we will need to wait for the price to retrace a little bit first, then we only slowly to look for a short entry. Okay, so right now for Bitcoin and Ethereum, we just have to wait for the price to be formed. Okay, so let me do a quick summary before I go to announcement. For XAU, right now, for 15-minute time frame, it is change of trends towards the downside. So which means in 15-minute time frame for gold, it is downtrend right now. And for 5-minute time frame, it is uptrend right now. But I don't recommend you guys to do a long trade in 5 minutes, because all of the buyers in 15-minute and 1 hour time frame, both of this time frame, it is currently uptrend. Both of this is the uptrend. So if we are doing a long trade in 5 minutes, we are actually against the trend. So we will need to wait for the price to be much more stable first instead of doing a trade. And right now, what I foresee is actually the price is getting weaker and weaker already, and the volatility of the market is getting much more smaller already. So those people who are actually in 10x Hub VIP, right? You guys may actually start to use the consolidation strategy that I taught you guys in tomorrow already. Because today and yesterday, it is not that suitable to use. Because this today, which is today and yesterday, it is not consolidating the market. It does have a trend. You see going up, down, and down as well. So, but I foresee tomorrow market, most likely it will become a consolidation phase really. Because 4 hour is downtrend, 1 hour is, sorry, 4 hours downtrend, 1 hour right now is, oh yeah, 1 hour is also downtrend right now. And 15 minute is also downtrend. Well, actually everything is quite weak. Mm. So if 5 minute time frame, it actually formed this change of trends towards the downside, we can wait for a short entry. So what do we need to do is quite similar with BTC as well. The price need to close below this level first, and we need to have a one more confirmation of trend over here. When this confirmation of trend happens, I will need to wait for the price to come back to this EMA line. So if the price actually came back to this EMA line, we do a short entry for XAU. Most likely, if I see in this case, right, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, everything is downtrend, including let's say 5 minutes also downtrend. Most likely, this inverse head and shoulder, it will fail to form the right hand shoulder because the market is very weak right now. So let's just wait for the price to be formed. Okay. Okay, so actually I have a few announcements to announce before we actually end. Okay. So in our in 18th of July, 1:30 to 10 p.m., we are actually having a carnival session. And in this carnival, it will be happening at Empire Damansara. If you are based in KL or Malaysia, you can come over to our physical event, this carnival. So this carnival, the ticket fee is 99 ringgit and it is buy one free one. So you can actually bring one friend over. So it is around 50 ringgit per person. And what are included? The first thing is dinner is included. The second thing is beer free flow. So you can drink beer over there, free flow. And the third thing is you can grab our some merchandise. And the fourth thing is we will have some lucky draw. So this lucky draw, we are actually able to get some very exclusive gifts from exchanges. So what are the gifts? We are actually still discussing with the exchanges. For example, we actually they're trying to get something like gaming chairs and poker set, things like that. So it is very exclusive from this kind of exchanges. And the last thing is we will have some happy hour lor. We will have some live DJ session. So during this carnival, we will have 4 KOL. And these 4 trader, eventually we will do some sharing on this carnival day. And you guys may come to this carnival and we can actually networking together. So if you do have any questions, let's say regarding our community or how do we actually join our VIP and etc., or you wanted to get to know what is 10x Hub, you can actually come to this carnival and you can have some chit chat with us. And on that day, you can have fun because trading is not every day. It's like very stressful, and we will need some 好玩的元素, which is we need some fun. So this carnival is actually quite chill. You guys can come over and have some drinks and let's network together. So how do you actually register? You may scan this QR code, and this QR code eventually it will lead you to the registration for this carnival. You can straight away scan the QR code and register for our physical event. Why are you laughing, Zikel? Hopefully, I will see you guys there, this carnival. All right, and the next thing is, so if you guys are new to our community, you guys may click the link down in the description below. You will saw a WhatsApp link over there, and you may click the WhatsApp link, and this will actually lead you to our WhatsApp group. Or if you wanted to get to know about our VIPs, so you can scan the QR code above my camera, and it will lead you to our team. So what can you learn from our VIP? The first thing is we will teach you a consolidation strategy. So by using this strategy, you are able to catch at least 70% of the market already, because overall the market most of the time actually is in consolidation. So if you are able to learn this strategy, eventually you are able to trade in 70% of the market already. And of course, the next thing is we will have live trading session. So in this live trading session, we will live trade with you and we will share some insights of trading. So let's say if you do have any questions, or whenever I saw there is a different things that are happening in the market, right? Immediately, I will tell you what are actually going on right now. Because trading it is more towards real market execution. Because trading every day is different. Every day will happen different kind of news, happen different kind of things, and the market structure is also a bit different. And this is why a mentor it is very very important. And during this VIP Zoom exclusive for VIP, I will teach you guys and I will mentor you guys daily, every single day. Okay, so if you wanted to learn this strategy and you wanted to join our exclusive VIP live, you may scan the QR code above and you may message my team, and my team it will assist you in joining our VIP. All right, any questions with today's market? If you guys are okay with it, you guys may type okay in the chat room. If you guys are okay with it and clear with it, you guys are okay. All right, so I will leave this Zoom open for around 2 minutes. So if you do have some questions, you guys may drop the questions in the WhatsApp, in this chat room. Okay, so see you all tomorrow, and hopefully I will see you guys in our carnival and VIP. And let's talk tomorrow again. Bye bye.
Before we break, even broken glass can shine if we catch it in the light. Maybe we're just meant to bend before we start again. Hold me close before we break. Let me feel we're worth the ache. Even if we lose our way, at least we didn't walk away. Curtains closed, the noise watch when the world moves on, drifting where I can't be seen, through the cracks of every dream. Locked inside